The government supposedly being aware of corruption within the construction industry is not the same thing as having an awareness of the alleged corruption inside the CFMEU.
The deterioration of the CFMEU is undeniable, ranging from the highly credible criminal allegations to the Croatian fascist faction empowered by John Setka. This is incredibly damaging to the union. This was, as many in the media rightly put it, an open secret.
This is an open secret. What we've uncovered, I'd love to say we're, the best journalists, sleuths in the planet. It's not the case. This was an open secret. Everybody in the ALP, everybody in the construction sector knew about it. All we've done is put it on the table so the broader community can take a glimpse.
Many, not all, but many of the actions of John Setka and the senior CFMEU officials have been in the headlines. Setka's relationship with Mick Gatto is very well known. Senior Victorian government ministers, including the current Premier, have been made aware of the many issues taken with the CFMEU. But never has this much media attention been placed on construction companies or property developers. Property giants like Lendlease have abysmal records of tax avoidance, price gouging, intimidation, pressuring whistleblowers, fraud that requires its own deep dive that no one wants to touch. Yet the whiff of criminal activity amounting to a couple $100,000 prompted the Victorian, New South Wales and Queensland government and the National ALP executive to cut any and all ties with the CFMEU. It prompted the appointment of independent administrators and a suspension from the ACTU. Being so concerned about the CFMEU allegedly controlling what companies are allowed on Victorian big builds ignores the fact that these infrastructure proposals were drafted by accounting firms that were just under investigation for collusion and not by Infrastructure Victoria. The point being made is that the union movement is unfairly scrutinised and punished in comparison to the harm they do, and the ruling class are, for the most part, let off relatively scot-free and unimpaired. Only a handful of state governments have banned donations from property developers. Even then, there are still loopholes these developers are allowed to take advantage of. Every 10 years or so, there's this song and dance about union corruption, about CFMEU or builders, labourers thuggery, and it's not done in the interest of the public, but as a pretense towards further disempowering an already weak union movement, as a strong union movement isn't just good for
The workers, and at times they are at odds with the government.
but also as a way to challenge the economic base of society for the better.